So what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Tokos Talk. You got myself, Boons, Toops to my right, the Tongan Prince to the left, and we have a special guest, Laki Mafi. Welcome, brother.
Welcome.
Yeah, we'll just kick it off with where you're from, where you're born, where you raised up, and when you came to Perth and your upbringing.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. Mahalo to all of you for the invitation. Very humbled and grateful to be here. My name is Laki Mafi, born in Maufanga.
Yeah. You're the Maufanga Mafia.
Yeah, so I got a bit of blood on both Ha'apai and the main island. So my Ha'apai roots are from Namuka. So, yeah, and born there, raised in New Zealand. Spent, I think it was just before intermediate, just after intermediate, then I got sent to Tonga to learn the ways of the dragon.
Sent, or were you
promoted?
I got one of those promotions too. So you're saying you're born in Maufanga. How long did you live in Tonga before you went to New Zealand?
See, I was adopted out not too long after I was born, so probably a month, give or take. Yeah, and then I went and stayed with my adopted family, which was basically my uncle anyway.
Yeah.
So I grew up with him. Then
You didn't go up for?
Well, interesting. When I got sent back to learn the ways, I spent a year at Up for All, and then a year at the Bohai, and then I finished off in Adere.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
so you went through all three colours.
All three colours.
I think you beat you, Docs.
You've got to learn. Go home to learn. How old were you when you had to go back and when you got promoted?
So it was after intermediate. So that would have been around about 12.
Like Form 3 or something?
Yeah, Form 3.
Yeah.
And there was a massive culture shock from not knowing, barely even speaking.
Yeah.
And then getting taught the way with the iron fist.
Yeah.
Bro, this is the same story I've heard before from
I know exactly.
this guy. Yeah, so he's pretty much the exact same, mate.
Yeah. So like, I'm not gonna like sit here and say anything bad about the way that it was, the way that we came up, because that was what was necessary in that time.
Yeah.
100%.
Everybody had their own way of how they were supposed to act and be brought up and teach. And like when I went to Adere, that was the biggest culture shock of all.
Yeah.
Like prefects had more power than the teachers.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And that was just the way, the law of the land. You don't question it, you just obey. I was given incentive past school C.
Yeah.
And then you can come back. Past school C, came back to New Zealand, and I did a year or two at Mount Albert Grammar. So I was at Mags for a year. Yeah. Played up. Went back.
Promoted again.
Got sixth form certificate, and then just hung around until one of my aunties paid my way back to New Zealand.
Yeah.
And then I thought bartending course was a cool course to do, and then that went nowhere.
Yeah.
Saw an ad on TV about the New Zealand Army. Oh, yeah, I can do that. And then 10 years in, left.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so, well, not 10 years, just under 10 years. So
Yeah.
And then after that, come over here, road construction, started from the bottom, know nothing about the road side of things. So just kind of come in as like brute force, just labourer kind of thing, learn everything. I'm still in the industry, but now I've managed to find someone who believed in my vision, and we both own a business, a company that I run out in Maddington in regards to the road construction industry. So,
wicked.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Here we are.
What's the name of the company?
SMH Profiling and Civil. Yes.
SMH Profiling Civil. There we go. Shout out. Awesome, man. That's like that. That's a Tongan Cinderella story. That is the Tongan Cinderella story, man.
Yeah.
I can relate to going back to Tonga as well. I got promoted at a young age as well.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a mirror image, man. Like mirror story.
It's
exact.
like going back to like the prefects, giving like they had trumps over anybody. They would dart you without it. No questions, man. They'll just come up and whap you, eh? Because I was at the Ball High as well.
Yeah.
Same story, like going there, biggest culture shock going from Auckland, eh? Like it's huge, man. Like there was a story, I don't know if I told you, when I was there at Ball High, the prefects just gave me this big whack for nothing. I think my sote and my tawala wasn't tucked in properly.
Yeah.
And he's just, I was dirty the whole day. Seen him at lunchtime, bro. I went and Superman kicked him me.
Yeah, that's right.
I've just gone and just flying kick straight across. And just, I didn't know any better, man. But as I was there a bit longer and longer, I understood there's hierarchies and where you stand at the bottom of the food chain compared to it's pretty out of it, eh?
Yeah.
How was Aotearoa? I know because that was our rival school as well.
It was good. Like, don't get me wrong, lifelong friends. Still up to this day. Was
it still boarding when you were there?
Yes.
It was, eh? Yeah.
But I think it was 97. That was when Doloa came over in the middle of the night. And that was, I think they didn't board there for another couple of years. I'm pretty sure it's gone back to boarding. But that was the best place ever for me to kind of realise. I think jumping in between Tonga and New Zealand and being adopted, kind of having that place of belonging. And for me, Aotearoa was like the army was for me. It's that companionship, the camaraderie, the brotherhood. And the everyone almost, you throw a rock and you'll hit someone who's walked the same path as you. So everything's quite relatable and stuff. So Aotearoa was school of hard knocks then, but it served its purpose because when I joined the army, I said, shit, this is it. Is this it kind of
You've
thing?
already been through that and joined the army. That would have been
100%.
What was the army like in New Zealand?
It was good.
Yeah.
Like the time that I came through, joined up in 2003, didn't expect anything. If anything, I just kind of expected a hiding. Because that was my response to love. So to speak. I was like, I will only be loved if I'm being hit. If I'm being disciplined. Because then I know someone cares enough. If they care enough to give you a hiding, they actually care about you because they're trying to correct you. So that was my association of love. But it was all I had to do was what I was told, kind of thing. And then that competitive edge to be a good soldier, and also be there for the man next to you. So I came through the infantry regiment, and it was just all male at the time. I found it good. Like lifelong friends. 2003 I joined. 2004 I went to Afghanistan for 6 months. And then come back, and I think 2009 or 7 went over to Timor for about a month and a bit when Timor kicked off, and then I went back to Afghanistan in 2010
again
for another 6 months.
What is Afghanistan like? Is it like a nightmare? Like being in like you got to watch everything wherever you go, or
what we see on the TV? Is it like that, or
might have to be very careful what I say. But no, that's just a joke. But it's a rundown country. It was like back in the day in the 70s and stuff. It used to be so lush, and now everyone just kind of lives out of fear. Mud houses, mud huts. Where we were staying in Bamiyan, shit, it got down to like -10, -20. It's how cold it would get. If it was snowing, it was warm. So you want to know that, like, if you want it to snow, because that's when it's warm. Because if it wasn't snowing, it was going like -15 and all that stuff. You had to get rugged up, and the local kids walking around in gumboots, they're just used to it. And walk probably 3 or 4 hours to get to school, and like you had a real appreciation for what we have, even in Tonga. So it's a luxury compared to this war-torn country that, and the way they live. And the Russians who were there before the Afghan war, or whatever you want to call it, but the Russians, they left so much behind in regards to landmines and all that stuff. It was just littered everywhere. So what the locals will do, they'll paint red rocks, and if you're driving and there's red rocks on the side of the road, those are known landmines. So it's just a no-go kind of thing. Wow. So you just stay on the path that everyone else kind of walks on. But beautiful naan bread, beautiful meat, and all that stuff. Like everyone else was sometimes a bit scared about eating the local food, but some reason Tongans have iron guts, and I just sit there. Oh yeah, I'll have it.
Did you ever go into battle while you were in Afghan?
Some of us did, some of us didn't.
Yep.
Yeah, what was the main, like, what was your guys' purpose over there? Like, you know, like...
We went to...
He's looking, helping the...
It was more so like a show of just being present in the area.
Yeah.
We weren't really around where all the Americans were, where it was hot. There was heaps of gunfire and stuff. We were kind of away from that, ushered away from that. We worked a lot with the Hawaiians, the Americans. They were based in Hawaiians.
Yeah.
In Hawaii, sorry. And yeah, it was more a show of force and integrating change and the Western civilization, help building houses, schools, hospitals, and all that stuff, just de-escalating any conflict, but it's not major conflict, but at the same time keeping an eye out for whatever Taliban presence they might have, kind of thing. Yeah.
Did you ever come across
Taliban? No. Some did.
Yeah.
In previous rotations before me and even after me, but not on mine.
Yeah, because I remember seeing like that when New Zealand went over there, they went with a lot of with the building force, didn't they? Like to help build houses and stuff and that as well. Yeah, I remember seeing a lot of that back on the media, like what New Zealand soldiers are actually doing over there, like with the building and stuff. And it was, man, that's cool though.
Yeah. But people don't really see that, right? That's the thing. People don't see it, because all we hear is what's happening on the news, and then
it's the media,
exactly.
And that's all we can see. Like, but you know, we've got some true facts here.
Exactly.
Beautiful people, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's this massive mix, because you go back through history. Alexander the Great, he took his crusade through there. So you've got a few generations where they have those traits from Alexander.
Yeah.
Then you got Genghis Khan, the Mongols.
Yeah.
The Mongolian Afghanis that have got the eye, the features and all that stuff. And then you've got Afghanis got blonde hair, blue eyes. And it's the Russians that have occupied or stayed there kind of stuff. So beautiful people. Their culture, I don't know enough to speak about their culture, but one country, but different people within the one country, like different dialects and all that stuff. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah, cool.
Did you learn any of their language while you were there?
Just the basics, just like how to say hello, like salam alaikum and all that stuff, but nothing. Yeah,
nothing too major.
Because you always had a interpreter with you.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
So, what's the post-traumatic PTSD? PTSD. Obviously, you probably didn't suffer from that, or do you know some people that did?
Yeah, I do. I know a few people that did. Did I suffer for it? I'm not too sure, to be honest.
Yeah.
I do know that I do have, I know that I've got trauma from other things, but do I narrow it down to the army and going over to Afghan and see what I saw? And so I don't think so. But it's interesting that you bring that up, because once I left the army, come over here to Perth and working in the roading industry, probably about 2 years ago, once I started moving into a leadership role and becoming a bit more aware, that's where I started kind of acknowledging what I had, which led me to start pursuing the internal healing and the self-healing of me as a person, and potentially help out all the Polynesian brothers. And this is how you found me. So I've gone from building this company, SMH Profiling and Civil, currently building it, will continue to do it. And then I've got Legacy in Motion, which is a men's leadership initiative.
Yep.
It's to help men out there kind of heal and see what's actually inside.
Yeah.
So talk about emotions, you got anger. Anger is probably one of the biggest default emotion that I can speak from experience that Tongans have.
Yeah, yeah.
But deep down in their anger is just the unmet need that's not communicated well. So understanding what the anger, why am I always short, why am I always angry, is because I need things done a certain way. Why do I need things done a certain way? And you can take it back down to childhood. You need things done a certain way because when you were a child, if you didn't do it a certain way, you got a whack kind of thing. So you didn't know it when you were a child, but that's like the trauma that's been stored as a child, and then it'll come out in the relationships that you have with a partner or even your own children. So understanding where all of that sits and how to deal with it. Mental health, especially amongst men in the Pacific community, is like no,
It's
just carry
non-existent
on.
even.
Yeah.
It's no one wants to talk about it. Like we don't want to talk, but nobody. Oh, I'm not saying me. I'll talk about my emotions and my feelings. You know.
Yeah.
I can find my person that I need to talk to, and I'll talk to them. You know, even my wife or a good friend. You know. So it's like you said, everyone's like, oh, don't talk about it.
Yeah.
It's not us.
And that's like a testament to the biggest thing that I realized that I carried around was shame. It was the shame of being judged by what I thought was actually right. Because before I could speak, I was told to listen. And this led me on to the piece about leading with the iron fist, on that piece that I spoke about and posted up in the chat page. Is like, our parents and their parents, they didn't have the tools to know what was right, what was wrong. They were like, the tools were literally handed to them. This is how I raised my son. This is how I'm going to raise you. Make sure you do the same.
Yeah.
But now, in a time where this holds all the information in the world and all that stuff, there's kind of no excuse for us anymore to be passing on generational trauma to our kids. And understanding that, like, if we have the ability to like look up help and actually implement that help to ourselves, then our kids will look up, because the kids don't listen. Yeah. They only see.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they'll never listen to us. Oh, you know, if you do this, you'll be a good person, blah, blah, blah. They don't care. But they'll always watch you. But you do this. But you do that. So don't ever smoke. It's not good for you. But why do you? Oh, because I'm an adult. So,
I'm going to be an adult one day. I'll do what I want.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it's just making that awareness that there is more. But it's also waking up and understanding that leadership is not just at the workplace or at home. It's how to lead with the intent of bettering that person or bettering yourself, or having that better, showing up better for everyone. It's a real passion of mine, because in society, toxic masculinity is apparently a thing. Yeah. And so, like, people are so quick to judge men because it's easy, because it's just men just shut down and go quiet. And so, well, there's no such thing as toxic masculinity. It's just toxic people. Yeah. But nobody wants to talk about that, because it's easier to blame the man, and the man who's always been suppressed, or who always stays quiet whenever it gets hard, will just continue to stay quiet. See, that's why he doesn't say anything, because he knows he's wrong. But in reality, in our mind, we're doing the checks, we're doing the math, we're doing the calculations. If I kick back, she might leave me. If I kick back, she'll go spread lies to me. If I kick back, someone else is going to spin some yarns about me. So what's my biggest default? Just deal with it. And what do the kids see when the father is being berated by the mother? It's just that. Okay, so he's quiet.
He'll just stay quiet.
So it is in my best interest to stay quiet if I get told off, because this is what they see. It's not what they hear, it's what they see. So having that awareness and being able to be judged by anyone who sees my content online and all that stuff. I actually don't care.
100%, bro. I love it. Like, because I went through, like, when I seen your posts on the Tongan page in Perth, like, I went through, I watched a few of your videos, and I was just like, man, this is what we want, you know, like, because this, like, from the start, we said to the boys, you know, we're going to do it regardless what people think.
Yeah.
You know, either watch or don't watch, you know. Like, what we have to say is us talking. I think this is our way of just communicating and being able to talk. You know, like you said, we're just being shut down and we don't talk, but this is our safe space to talk, you know.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
100%. And the fact that you have, like, you've spoken into it and then you've created it, and it's like, for me, and what I've done so far on my journey and stuff, the universe is conspiring with the three of you and this platform and the dream. So you guys spoke it into existence. You're living and breathing it now.
Yeah.
So there's only one way to go. And whoever's watching, including myself, like, I'm now your biggest fan, to the point where I'll help sponsor you guys for equipment and all that stuff, because
Thanks, Doggo.
Thank you.
It's the success. It's like, we're planting trees now for our kids to sit under in the future. When I'm not here, I want to know that there's men like you guys that can appreciate what men do, give the men a safe place to speak and whatnot, because then when my daughter grows up, there's a 10% chance that she'll bump into someone who's been influenced by this podcast and by the three of you.
Yeah. Nah, shot, man. Those are some
Powerful.
really words.
Damn.
But going back to, like, the parents in how they raised us, it's sort of funny how it's 360 now. So when we got kids, our parents are telling us, why are you hitting them?
Yeah.
Why are you hitting them? Because that's what we got taught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's probably taken that long to finally realise, like, all those times I had my kids, if I just sat down and spoke to them, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just normal, instead of just going for the first thing that's nearby.
That's it. We
know?
seen, like you said, you know, we're speaking with our eyes. You know, we're speaking with our eyes, and I think, you know, we brought it up before. It's just breaking that cycle, eh?
Yeah.
Breaking that cycle and creating something. Like you said, that tree that all our kids are going to sit under one day.
Yeah.
And feel comfortable talking about it. So
it's like, I do a lot of work with one of the bros, Joey Odell, the Warrior's Heart. He's been in this work for the last 16 years. Shout out to the bro. And he's so good in the way he explains things. And he was part of the beginning of my journey in the spiritual world, because he would hold men's circles. And that is something that, like, this setting here, the sitting around the kava bowl, like in Tonga, it's a circle. We all sit down, we all talk, when we all keep each other in check, because the men of the village go to the local hall to sit down, drink kava, pōpō tala noa, and just talk about what's going on, the politics, what's coming up for church, what family might need help, and all that stuff. Now, yes, appreciate that we're not in Tonga, but we are so isolated because we feel judged. We don't want to invest in something that there's going to be no return. So therefore, these types of gatherings where we can keep each other in check don't exist anymore. It's like, and like back and going way back to the old days, before power, before any foreign influence. If we were the men of the family, and let's just say your son wasn't playing up, or was playing up and all that stuff, like, it would be taken with so much love when I say, your son needs to kind of pull his weight and all this stuff. And like, it will say, yeah, we will all bull you. We'll all be like, yeah, man, like, we need to do better, because this is the generation coming up. It takes a village to raise a child, kind of thing. But we don't have that anymore, because we're so afraid of being shamed or being belittled. That's not how you do it. That's not how we do it. This is not what's expected, kind of thing. You don't know the full story, so and just carry on with your life. And so instead of speaking truth and helping the brother out, we're just like, he'll figure it out. And when the man's breaking down like 10 years later, they're like, oh, we should have said something.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah.
Nah.
That's harsh, bro.
Yeah,
strong
it is.
too,
That's
reality.
exactly what happens though. You know, like we know it's wrong, and we'll just. Some people will just be like, "Oh yeah, we know it's wrong, but just let it go." You know, help the situation out.
Yeah.
You know, don't be more of a problem. Be the solution. With it's being a solution now these days. There's no more being the problem. It's trying to be part of the solution. To help get it right.
And there's, like for the most part of it, it's like for me, my daughter's my biggest drive in wanting to be able to help men. But like the way some of us have come up is like we've only kind of learned, and the way we choose our partners as well. So I was always in need of approval from my father. And it was like, I need to do better. I need to join in the army was the main reason was I could make him proud. I could make the family proud. It had nothing to do with me. It was all about the whole family, bringing family shame. You bring dishonor to your family if you're just a bum kind of thing. But having that massive wound, that massive father wound for me, and like the need for approval is what I also, so I'm recently divorced. I'm with a new partner now, and what I kind of bonded with my ex-wife was the approval. I needed her approval for everything. And it takes me back to this quote that says, when you weren't fed love on a silver spoon, you learned to lick it off a knife.
Jeez, that's deep one. That's a deep one. I like that one. That's a deep one.
So regardless of where and how dangerous the love was going to come from, it was like, I'll still take it.
You're still going to take it.
Just love me for this much. I'll like a junkie. I'll get my fix now. Hold me over for 5-6 months. And then I'll come back for approval again. And like, no disrespect to my ex-wife, she's a beautiful lady. We just grew apart. But it was that neediness from me for that approval. And once I healed that approval, that I don't need your love to survive. I just needed myself kind of thing. And I said, the whole world looked different.
How long did that take to actually hit home for you, like to realize we needed yourself to find yourself in that sort of situation?
I think during our marriage, it started to get cold. And it was just like roommates. Oh, hey, how you going? Yeah, sweet. Good day at work? Yeah, sweet. The stock standard questions. How was your day? It was good. Cool. Anything interesting? No. And that was the depth. It was very surface level. And then something needed to change. And I made the change. I went and joined Sacred Sons. They came over to Australia the first time. I think it was earlier last year. And I went and jumped on the retreats, and I kind of realized by being around men who had healed themselves, but being in that frequency kind of triggered something within me. And then they cracked me open, and I was like, whoa. So all this trauma and stuff that I've been holding on since I was a child had started to come out. And all the undealt trauma that I was holding on as a child came out through me in a relationship that didn't serve me or her. So the neediness, the approval, and all that stuff. It's just like, oh shit, I'm sorry. Well, we made a beautiful girl, made a beautiful daughter, but we just grew apart after that. So it also helped. So I help men in that aspect as well, into how to show up, and one, for themselves, two, how they can lead at work, other like teams and all that stuff, and three, lead in their relationship. Because that's the biggest thing I believe in a lot of men that I've spoken to and help at this point in time is the way they lead their relationship is all based on the response from the partner.
Yeah.
Oh, do you need this? Yeah. So in a way, they're kind of like me. It's that validation and approval that they get from their partner that makes them feel proud and loud and all that stuff. But as soon as she turns around and scolds him for it, the man is just quiet, like that. The inner child just goes quiet. I'm sorry, kind of thing. And I go, is it done? Are you finished being angry? Yeah, I'm finished. Okay, so I can come back out now.
Yeah. Then we go into
and that's the cycle that just carries on and carries on. This whole, it's interesting because I was thinking about it on the way here, how we as Tongans, we are very proud, but we're also a warrior race. But there's no more wars to fight. So what? So what happens now?
Yeah.
Where do we channel all that energy?
Yeah.
And it's just pent up energy, and this is why we thrive in sports and thrive in any physical work and all that stuff, because that's where our energy is kind of channeled to.
Yeah.
But if we don't have that, where does it go? And it will come out in the form of unhealed trauma and unspoken wounds, kind of thing. So,
bro,
It's
deep, man.
That is really deep. Like
I never looked at it like that. Like, and then when you're talking about with your partner and like, you know, you just end up like roommates. And my wife's actually said that sometimes. Oh, we're going to stop being roomies. And I was like, what are you talking about? And now that you just brought it up, and now I'm thinking back, and now I'm going to go back home and talk to it nice. And work things and just talk. Yeah. Not just the normal conversations that you have. How was your day at work? Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Because when we work away, they ring us up and they're excited to talk to us, but because we're away,
we're done.
Away from everyone, long days. Then when they talk to you, you're just done, eh? You're like, that was normal. And it's just like, most of the days just normal.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah. And like, when they want to hear from us, it's just like, yeah, that was all right. It was good. And then they're like, okay, what else? And then you're like, no, nothing. And then I don't even really respond back to it to like, how was your guys' day? You know, like, what you and the boys get up to, and, you know, stuff like that. I'm just looking back at it now, and
you do zone out though. Like we're so much in a routine. It's that routine that we get put through every morning. We're up at 3:30, 4 o'clock, and then we're at work. We're doing a 12.5 hour, 13-hour shift. Back home, you eat, you shower, you're washing. By that time, you know you've only got, I've only got 7 hours to sleep before I can wake up and do it all again tomorrow. So it's just like you said, Boons, it's those quick conversations just to, finish off pleasing them with a hello.
Give them all the answers that they need, so you can feed them all of that. So you can, because men always thinking. Men are always thinking. Women are always feeling. And that's why there's sometimes if you're not really attuned to your partner and stuff, that's where the clash is. She's coming to you with her heart, and all you're doing is trying to fix her. You're trying to solve her. You're not feeling her, kind of thing. Feeling her where she's at. And I said, she just needs a hug. She just needs to be seen. So if you really want to go down the spirituality kind of side of the feminine energy, the masculine energy, like this is the perfect example. This podcast room is like a representation of the masculine energy. The feminine energy is like chaotic and all that stuff, but at the same time, it is contained by the masculine. So when you can contain your partner's feelings and whatever chaos that's going through, whether it be anger, happiness, or whatever it is, and you're just this immovable object, her chaos will just calm down, and she'll feel safe. It's like, shout out to James Greenshields who taught me this, like the way that you can hold a woman is think of yourself as the cliff. She is the ocean, and she's just bashing against you. You're not moving, you're not running away, you're not denying her any love, and then all of a sudden she's just calm. She knows she's safe, she knows you're not going anywhere, and she can be who she wants to be and who she needs to be.
Now we're getting like. It feels like I'm in a marriage counselling, like getting talked to. Oh man.
But we all, as men, we all have similar problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the circle that doesn't exist anymore has created that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine if we had a regular Whaikawa group up here,
talking like this?
and we spoke about this every fortnight or every Friday. We just got together and said, "Oh, yeah, can't wait to meet the boys.
Yeah.
I've been battling this problem that I've had
Yeah.
for the last 2 days.
Yeah.
I want to see if anyone else has done it."
We need to do this every fortnight.
Very hard. Very hard.
And then you came to Perth at what age? And what brought you to Perth? Why Perth?
After the army, I think it was more so a money grab. So much like a lot of Kiwis, we came over here with a 5-year plan. We got to make money and go back and buy a house.
Yeah.
We said that 6 years, then 7, then 8. But it was more so the opportunity to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's quite a few ex-military people here in Perth. Some that a lot that I know, a lot that I don't know. It's just different circles. But that was another deciding factor of coming to Perth. And the ex-wife, the missus at the time, she had a sister here as well. So we always,
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Like, what was there someone here that? So was your ex-Mrs. sister that was here that made you?
Yeah, that was one of the deciding factors. Just having family here, knowing that I think for her that she was safe.
Yeah,
and she had family too.
Do you have any family over here? Muffies, because there's a lot of Muffies over here in Perth.
Not that I know of.
Yeah,
I've kind of flown under the radar.
Yep.
So I'm just on Hawaii.
Yeah.
And I had a cousin over here. He was posted over here as a whaiwhikau. And he was like hassling me. I think I was going through a phase where for me I needed to provide.
Yeah.
So the practice, like growing up in church and whatnot, was still there, but it wasn't a priority. Providing the family and working Sundays is, I'm not sure how to do it in the mines, but working Sundays here in Perth is double time. So I was always lapping that up.
Yeah.
And I just kind of strayed away from any Pacifica events, more so because I just maybe it was a bit of shame because I was growing up, being adopted, moving from house to house, moving from country to country, didn't really have a sense of belonging. So therefore, my neediness went to my ex-wife. So that was my sense of belonging kind of thing. So whatever she said went.
Yeah.
And I just stuck to myself kind of thing, like got the tattoos, I'm Tongan kind of thing. Here I am. But it was, just did my own thing, just worked. And I was very heavily focused on owning my own business and learning the ins and outs. And the only way I could learn the ins and outs of the business was learning from the ground up, always saying yes to work, understanding how it goes, creating that rapport with clients and all that stuff. And so when I did manage to branch off and do my own thing, I wouldn't say I had everyone in my pocket, but my reputation spoke for itself as I'm the guy that gets it done.
Yeah.
Yeah, solid. That's awesome, man.
So do you have your own mentors or coaches for yourself?
Yes. I think, I haven't engaged him yet, but I've put him on notice that I'll be getting in touch soon. That's James Green Shields. He's ex-Aussie military officer, and he's over in Melbourne. Yes, he's over in Melbourne. But I never really thought to have one. I thought every time I realized that something inside of me needed to be healed or fixed, I'll reach out to someone. But growing a business and constantly working on myself, that's the time I realized, I need a mentor. It's like to upgrade, because I can only take myself so far. I can only read. And then there comes a time in my journey where I start ignoring everyone else because I think I'm better than them. And that's bang on when I need a mentor to say, pull your head in. This is what you're doing. What are you doing? Where are you going? who are you going with, kind of thing. So I highly recommend a mentor, not just specifically for myself, but for growth.
Yeah.
So everyone that you can kind of get in touch with or engage will take you so far. And then 9 times out of 10, we outgrow our mentors and then we move on. And that's not a bad thing.
But that's when you know the mentor's done their job, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like the mentor's actually
That's what they want, yeah.
They've done their job. They'll be more than grateful.
Yeah.
They'll be sitting back going, you know what? I've done my job.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, as soon as you can, you've learned, you've excelled in all that stuff. It's like the father's greatest aspiration is to see his children better than him.
Yeah, 100%.
And to excel and exceed kind of thing, everything. And that's when you have your proudest moments. And like, we are basically their mentors. And yeah, so that's an awesome question. Thank you for asking with that, because it's everyone needs that outside opinion who won't coddle you and say, oh, yeah, you know, Toko, like, that was a good decision you made. You should just go with it. But knowing full well, he should have put you in check and said, nah.
You need someone to put you in check.
Yeah. And that's a big thing as well when you say that you should be like helping out the boys and all this stuff and giving it out for free. I said no, because if I give it out for free, you won't see value in it, therefore you will ignore it. If I charge you $300 an hour, which is not my rate, but if I charge you $300 an hour, you'll see value in it, you'll turn up and you'll pay attention. But if I give it to you for free, it's just another brochure or flyer, junk mail that's in your letterbox, out kind of thing. No one really needs it until they need it.
100%.
But that's the thing of Polynesians, like growing up, like we come from nothing and we think the in or be all like success is to be professional sports players. But like for myself, for my parents, like just for me and my two brothers, my middle brother that's here, success is having a family, having a roof under your house and still supporting back home, you know. And that's how I feel like how we define, that's what people reckon is defining success in life is being at the top of the top, but it's not. You know? And that's...
Yeah, well, 100%. It's like your success shows through the children and how they are in the community. Like you can have all the nice things, all the stuff, but if your kids are assholes in society, it's like, oh man.
Only
like,
a reflection of you, ain't?
100%. 100%.
No.
And do you do a lot of breathing in that?
Yeah, so I'm currently getting certified in Breathwork as a Breathwork facilitator. So I'll be hopefully qualified by the end of next month or this month. I'm also doing the NLP practitioners course, which is neuro-linguistic programming. And that basically, NLP is like a model. It's like a modeling type practice. So it speaks. You got your neuro, that the neuro is about watching, linguistics about language, and the programming is about your brain. So it's like breaking up patterns and installing new patterns. It's like you see someone successful, you study their patterns and whatnot, and then you start mimicking that, which therefore in turn brings you onto the same like level of them. But it's all about seeing how and teaching them new patterns. It's like a patterning for the brain. Just breaking old beliefs as well and stuff. So have you guys done breathwork before?
No.
Ooh, you guys are in for a treat.
What do you mean, Brett? Like breathing?
Breathing.
Like a healing is
Yeah,
like healing.
it's like
what's there's an app, Headspace.
Yeah.
Headspace, they do a lot of breathing. Is that what you mean, like the breathing techniques to help?
Yeah, not so much techniques. This is like when a facilitator takes you through breathwork and all that stuff, you're lying. There's about 10, 15 people in the room, and they'll guide you like in meditation, but they'll guide you how to breathe and through the nose, out through the mouth, and through the nose, out through the mouth and stuff. And you'll be very surprised at what it unlocks within the body, because your body is like water. It holds memory. So different parts of your body hold different parts of trauma. Like I believe stomach is grief kind of stuff. So having the ability to breathe properly and being activated by breath is it's a whole different story.
Going to breathing, I was at the dentist yesterday getting a couple fillings done, and then they had this new procedure where they had to put like this rubber, sort of like a rubber sock over your mouth, and he was just like, breathe through your nose. And like, man, I thought I was going to die. Like, I was just like, I can't do it, take it off.
Because you're not used to just
I'm not-
isolating.
Yeah, I'm not used
one,
to, you know what I mean? Like, I started to panic. I was like, holy crap, I'm not going to breathe through this. And I said, I can't do it. He goes, no, you can, just keep breathing. And I was like, I'm trying to, I can't. So they took it off, and then they went and done it old school procedures. But I said to him, man, that was difficult, eh? Like, if I had to, I'd need to be trained to do that, eh? That was scary.
Because your nose is one of those things that you use it or you lose it. You'll be surprised at how many mouth breathers. I call them mouth breathers, people who breathe through their mouth, obviously. But I keep an eye on how many mouth breathers I can see, because it keeps me in check to close my mouth. Because I was one of those kids in mutu whakamanga all the time, staring at something, just sitting there with the mouth wide open. But your nose, you actually lose the ability to breathe through your nose if you don't use it. Like, not full on, it's always going to be blocked, but you struggle to breathe. So breathing through your nose is the best and only way to breathe. Because
I'm trying to do it now.
You can hear all the breathing through the mic. Got some booger in there.
Yeah, but it's like the understanding the whole body, what breathing does, where grief is held, or whatever wounds are held. Like understanding what wounds us as men hold as well, kind of thing. It's like way out there, and it's something that needs to be taught.
100%.
Like, I'm all about God. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll never go out of my way to slander him or anything. I still say my prayers. Me and my partner Leslie, we say our prayers. We teach the kids prayers at before dinner and whatnot. But it's God always has a place in our house, and He always will. But also, it's like, I heard a quote the other day. It's like, religion is for those who are trying to stay out of hell. Spirituality are for those who have been through hell, kind of thing. Like, they've been through the wounding, they've been through all the abuse and stuff, and now they're healing themselves through spirituality and understanding all of that. It's just so phenomenal that as people, especially as like for the Polynesian community, it needs to be done, because all we do is just hide behind God and hide behind trauma, generational trauma.
Wow.
But only we can break that cycle, right? Like you
Oh,
said,
100%.
and one can break the cycle.
Yeah, and when our kids grow up to be our age, like early 20s,
Thanks for that. At least someone got my age.
but when they grow up, they're going to be like, Dad, how is it that you had all these tools to change, yet you did nothing? And now all you've done is pass it on to me, kind of thing. And then I say, well, if it was good enough to pass on to me, I would just pass it on. Maybe someone else down the line will fix this generational trauma that keeps getting passed down, kind of thing. So it's like my daughter's 11 years old, and when she was about 6, I would talk to her about being grateful while the moments that she has in a day. Because she'll say, oh, like one thing would ruin her whole day. This would ruin my whole day. I said, no. Okay, so every time I picked up from school, what were the good moments of your day? She rattled off 5 or 6. I said, what bad moments did you have? He goes, probably 1 or 2. So you had more good than bad? She goes, yeah. I said, so you had a good day. I said, so it's just like if you had $100, you lose $1, do you care? No. Why? Because I've still got 99. It's the same concept applies to the moments in your day. And now I have this thing with her that when I drop her off to her mother's for the week, I ask her, what language do we speak? She goes, gratitude. Why? So we can understand what happiness is. So being grateful all the time is just, so she's learning that. I'm not allowed, but I can speak it, and then I can show it. So she's going through that year, those transitional years of growing up as a young girl.
Damn. Might have to start putting action.
You've got a long way to go, my son.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. You might be too late. You might be too late, Docs.
Never too late, eh,
Never
Solar?
too late, they say.
Solar's gonna change, bro. Watch, bro. Solar's gonna change.
Oh, man.
But going back to you're saying you're adopted, so you would pusaki to your uncle, you said?
My uncle, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is that? Do you still have a close relationship with your biological? Did you ever have a relationship with them?
This is an interesting question. Yeah, glad you asked. So my biological father, he grew up the way he was raised the way he was raised. I was raised the way I was raised. I wouldn't change a single thing about it. It's just the tools that he had.
Yeah.
But at the time before I was I healed that part of me, and not so much learned to forgive, but learned to accept.
Yeah.
It'd been 16 years before I'd seen him.
Wow.
I purposely stayed away because I blamed him for a lot of my own stuff that was happening. Deep down, for me, it was like, you're the reason I turned out this way. So I held that resentment 16 years. And then I finally let it go, and I went back to Tonga last year, and like, man, he's 80. He's 80 now, and he cried. He just said, I don't know what I did. I know I treated you guys hard, but that was the best way. That was the only way I knew how, and I thought you guys turned out all right.
Yeah.
And like actually sitting there and feeling those words, and coming from a man who would not think twice about beating me to show me that I was wrong, kind of thing, to seeing this fragile frame sitting there and like just taking ownership of what he thought was right at the time. I was like, just really hit me in the feels then. I was like, man, like, what do I say to this? I was like, no, I don't say anything. I just be in it. Just let him have his moment. It's not about me. It was about him offloading that off his chest.
And for him to actually use and bring that up, that would have been, like you said, you just let him have his moment. Eh?
Yeah.
That's him opening up and releasing that. You know, he's had the stored energy as well. For all those years. So, man, that would have been real tough. Eh?
Yeah, it was tough and very, very liberating. But yeah, I still have a close relationship with my biological siblings, my adopted siblings as well. No real change in that. So yeah, it's funny enough that today is the day my adopted dad, it's his birthday today. He passed on a couple of years ago, but today's his birthday, like 8th of the 8th. So,
happy birthday, happy heavenly birthday.
Yeah.
Man.
Thank you guys.
So how many siblings, like, all up?
And my biological, I've got 5 sisters, 3 brothers, so that's 8 on that side. And my adoptive, I've got 2 sisters, 2 brothers. So yeah, it's cool because I get to. I didn't really understand it then, but thinking about it now, I've got this massive family that no one has and no one else has, kind of thing. So yeah, very grateful for that.
They scattered around?
Yeah, between Tonga and New Zealand.
Oh,
yeah. Oh yeah, and there's one over east as well, Brisbane, Stephen. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, they come in.
If you were to talk to yourself 20 years ago, what's something you would say to yourself?
I'd say keep going. It doesn't get easier, but just keep going.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
Like to change anything in my path would not put me at this table here.
Yeah.
And I needed to go through and be, I don't know, beaten through the flames, being forged kind of thing to come out to what I am now.
Yeah.
And I think so. I would not change a single thing.
That's a good one. We haven't you know, the amount of people we've asked that like keep going. That's
Just simple, eh?
Just simple, but you know, with a lot of meaning, eh? Heaps of meaning behind it. There's so much meaning. Like you could take that in any way you want, but there's so much meaning behind that. Keep going.
Very hard.
Keep going. What would you say to yourself 20 years ago? So
20 years ago.
Stop drinking, bro.
20. No. Probably stop drinking. Probably, I think so.
No.
Because it was back then, I guess, more of a troubled kid, I guess, back then. But as I got older, 20 years, 20. It's terrible. It's terrible, actually.
What about you, Dion? What would you say to yourself 20 years ago?
I would have been turning 18, living in Sydney. Would be don't do it. You know, there was a lot of things that I'd done, but I guess that shaped me into who I am today, I guess, eh? But
Peer pressure? Were you a lot of peer pressure?
yeah,
Easy to...
easy.
Yep.
Easy. I'll, or even, you know, just say no. Learn how to say no. Learn how to say no instead of yes all the time, like how we've been raised. You know, yep. I would have said that.
Yeah, that's massive, eh? In
Learn
the
how to
community,
say no. Learn how to say no. I think
is the lack of boundaries and people pleasing.
Yeah,
Because that's basically what it's our easiest go-to, people pleasing, and going quiet because we avoid confrontation. But it's so, like, I was thinking about this the other day, it's like that when we're drunk, we were very mischief, we're very loud, we're very emotional, and we fight. So do any of those things that I've just pointed out bring up anything for you? Like,
the list goes on.
But like it's for what the direction I was kind of going at is that is your inner child that was never seen. That's why he acts out. He was never heard. That's why he cries. He never played. He was never allowed to play. That's why he's mischievous and wants to do silly kid things. So it's like that point where us men get drunk.
Yeah.
Our inner child that was deprived of anything as a kid comes out to play.
That makes heaps of sense. That makes heaps of sense. No, you can't go out. Oh, watch me. I'm going to jump out the window. Yeah. Nah, man, that makes heaps of sense.
What do you say to yourself, Puna?
20 years ago?
Man, how old was I? 20, 23, 22.
Probably... That's a good one. Probably just... Yeah, I'll probably be the same as Dion. Probably don't be misguided through other people's actions.
Yep.
You know, like, there was like, I had a dream and I didn't follow it, and I just followed what other people were doing because at the time it sounded good, and and I missed my dream because of it. So yeah, that's probably what I'd say going back then.
But then again, it's something that like you learn as you go along in life.
Yeah,
All those silly
100%.
things
100%.
make, like you said, makes you the way you are. But you just learn as you go along.
And
That's what
we are the biggest, like at that age, you go back 20 years ago, we were the biggest crabs in the bucket. Like, you know, the analogy of the crabs in the bucket?
Yeah.
We were so good at that. As soon as someone had a dream, the other one, are you sure? Are you sure you can do that? Look how useless you are at this, blah, blah, blah. We talk him out of his dream.
Yeah.
And that we were so good at that because we wanted everyone not to grow, but to stay at our level of where we are at life. But then there are those who actually said, "Don't give a shit what your dream, what you say about my dream. I'm going to follow it." But there's a part of us that needed that companionship in that group, so we listened, so we could stay and be accepted. Because if we didn't listen and we went out, we would be mocked and judged, and you're too cool for us, kind of thing.
And that goes back to maybe I wish back then I led more into coaching and mentorship at a young age, and then instead of, you know, grabbing onto it late. Because, you know, when you're younger, then if you had mentors and that around then, instead of going partying with your mates and, you know, whatever it is, and that was your dream gone, you know, like plugging into mentorship early would have been a big thing for me.
Yeah, 100%. Just before we do wrap up, Lucky, we got a bit of a segment, gout or clout. So it's just moments, your highs and your lows that you think, that's been a part of your life, like your one high moment, your one low moment of
Gout being your low,
and the clout moment. So
Gout being low. Gout, I think it was.
It stumps a lot of people. This one. Yeah.
Could be any time. You could have had road rage on the way here, your gout moment, anything.
I think a gout moment for me would have been realizing my true potential on the basis that I needed everyone else's approval.
Nope.
It's like I've had all these big dreams and whatnot to do, but the fear of judgment was the biggest thing that held me back. And how long has it held me back? I'm 43 years old now. It's probably held me back for the last 20 of my whole life because of fear of being judged. And I think that really came up in my previous marriage, not being able to stand up for what I believed was true for me.
Yeah.
And that was like, I think back to that point now, and I was like, weak ass guy, but it's something that I needed to go through in order to get here.
Yeah.
And my biggest, the clout.
The clout, your biggest moment.
Biggest moment was actually calling the business my own.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Coming up from nothing, working and just working, and then all of a sudden, now I'm the director, I'm the co-founder, and the way I lead myself is the way I lead the business, and it's flourishing. It's really
Man,
well.
that's awesome, man. That's Dika.
That is Dika.
And congratulations for all that, man. That's a massive thing to overcome and doing your journey, man. And hope it all goes well.
Thank you.
You got a gout moment or a clout moment there, Saul?
The past week.
Rugby's coming to an end. The season.
I think
that will be our clout, eh?
That'll be our clout.
We can invest some more time into what we're doing here.
Oh, clout! I've got just want to give a shout out to Mummy Dear for supplying us with this bag of kava.
Thanks, Bill. Appreciate for the kava.
Yeah. So she said I took her out for brunch today, and I was waiting for her to ask, and she goes, "Who's supplying the kava?" She brought some bags back from Tonga, and I was like, "Oh, Dion's he's only got a couple bags, like a little bit left." And then she was like, "Okay, yeah, you can have the bag. You have the last kilo bag as my donation for your cause." And I go, "Sure, Mum, we'll give you a shout out."
Off that. We're all gonna cloud
thanks,
off
Mum.
that. Thanks.
Thank you.
Motherfucker in the house.
Just shout out to Jerry for supplying.
Oh, yeah.
Shot Jerry.
The last couple of episodes,
Jerry,
man.
we
Shot
finally
Jerry.
got your shout
Jerry.
out box.
My Lord Jerry.
Lucky man, honestly, that has been a bit of a journey. Not a bit, like that's been a wicked journey. This chat we've had. Like I said, when we come in and spoke earlier, it's about us just talking, I guess, and understanding different people from different walks of life. We know a lot of Polynesians and we don't know their steps. We're not assuming. We don't assume, is this another island? No, probably plays rugby or does this or But to hear your story, man, like on behalf of Tokos Talk, we really appreciate it.
Bro, it was an honor, man. It was definitely an honor.
Very great.
Really, really do appreciate it, man. Thank you once again.
It's good to break it down and like get a little bit serious, because a lot of times we,
laughing, and joking around.
you know,
but
the funny side of things. But it was good to break it down and actually have a think.
yeah,
Yeah.
Because it's humor is the biggest thing that us men use to hide.
Yeah.
We hide behind anger or humor, and it's like I kind of thought about it last night, and I said, this is going to be a real heavy discussion.
Yeah.
Talking about what I'm going to do, but I'm pretty sure the men are up to it. So thank you for holding the space for me. It's beautiful.
Man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on, bro.
Yeah, just follow his pages. We'll get the link, share it below. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't just look and go, oh, go dumber.
Like normal way.
Like normal. Help the brothers out, man.
Any sponsorship out there?
Yeah. Maloga dama.
Malo.
Tokos.
Malo.